Well, hello trainers, this is only one link from Oklahoma City again. Well, I have a special treat for you tonight. This is a special edition since Trading and Friendship just came out today. I'm gonna show you the secrets and how to master friends and trading in Pokemon Go. But just to cover really quick, yeah, this is me and my stats. I think Reversal recently put out, hey, put out your stats, and yeah, I'm 100 million. I bunch of awesome stats here. Battle Legend, Crazy Fisherman. It's one thing I am, and a buttload of Magikarp candy. But we'll get to that in the end. But right now, I would like to cover friends and trading. I spent an entire night tonight poking around the friends trading and all the little secret quirks of friendships. Yes, and it took me only 2 hours to collect 200 friends, and I keep collecting friend requests. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna go through and pick and choose a bunch of people that I see daily and a bunch of people from far away, and there's a reason for it, and I'll show you how to collect a good group of friends and a good group of friends to trade with, because they actually put a lot of limitations to friendship and trading. So we're going to start with friends. Right now there is your limit is 200, so I keep it at 199 because I think when I was at 200 I stopped getting friend requests. I couldn't confirm that. I was gonna test that out on a couple of requests tonight, but I didn't get a chance because right now I'm actually at home. So this is where I live. There's next to usually nothing around here, but still collect quest rewards, and I'll show how all that's done in a second. But yeah, so I have 199 friends. I don't know what I'm gonna do here because I just keep getting more and more friend requests. I don't know yet. I'm going to try to figure that out. But for all my friends here, if you guys notice, there are a lot of gifts here that you can actually gift as many people as you actually have gifts, and you'll actually get your gifts in your box when you spin Pokestops. I have 5 gifts in my box right now. I'm going to show you guys right now how to gift somebody really quick. You just find one friend here that does not have a gift yet. You can gift as many people as you can, but the restriction to gifting is you can only collect 20 gifts a day. So some of these gifts I can't collect because I already collected already. So I'm gonna keep going down here. I can't accept some of these gifts because I'm limited to 20 gifts a day, and I'll tell you when's the best time to collect some of these gifts, and I'll get to that in a second. But again, this is the horrifying part about having 200 friends. I have to scroll all the way to basically probably about the bottom before I can gift somebody. See, this individual here, Girls Have Cooties, I can gift him, but I'm not. There's a reason why. Actually, I can gift him right now. I can send a gift, and the gifts are coming from Pokestops, so I can pick from any one of these Pokestops and send him a gift. Oklahoma Lob Library. I'll send Girls Have Cooties a gift right now. So today he can pick it up and open up the gift, and if you happen to open up a gift, you'll get awesome stuff out of it. You'll get revives, max revives, and one of the special things you can actually get from a gift is a 7-kilometer egg. It says 4.67. It's because I have it in a super incubator, but it's a 7-kilometer egg, and there's a really good chance there's an Alolan Pokemon in there. But I'll cover that in a second. So you can actually open only 20 gifts a day. I opened that was actually one of the first ones I opened today. So there's that one. But the reason why I can't open these gifts is the limitation is 20 that you can open per day, and the reason why you don't want to open just any willy-nilly box is because there's in this game there's also trading, and when you happen to trade with somebody, you actually get one of these medals. Oh wow, it's up here. You scroll over, and you actually get a trading medal. And for every trade you make, you will actually, the numbers go up. And to get gold is 1,000 trades. I'm already up to silver. I did 113 trades. By the way, here's another secret. You can only trade 100 Pokemon per day. So as of right now, it's 3:41 a.m. and I did, I believe, 40 something trades yesterday and 60 something trades today. So I'm up to 113. But I'm about to give you guys a bunch of tips and tricks on how to trade, because there's a special way in which you should be trading to maximize your trades. For example, this is one of the ways you maximize the trade. For every single trade you make, there's a certain distance. You need to collect 1 million kilometers to get the gold. I already got my silver. Bronze is, if I can remember, is 1,000 kilometers. Yeah, it says right there on the top. To get silver is 100,000 kilometers. I already got that. But to get gold, you need 1 million kilometers. And I'm going to show you guys the best way to get 1 million kilometers right now. If you notice here, I have an egg that I actually got from a gift. This gift actually came from my buddy Andres, who's currently in Panama right now. So if you happen to open up one of the gifts from someone from a faraway land, let's just say currently Panama, he's actually from Kansas City, but right now he's in Panama watching the World Cup, I believe is something going on down in Panama. He's vacationing, something of the sort. Or you can actually jump on Facebook and make a few friends from around the world and actually get them on your friend list. And when they do send you a gift, those are the gifts you should be opening. Like all these hearts here, for most of these people, today that I got a heart from, yesterday that I got a heart from, I either battled in a gym with them, battled in a raid with them, or did a trade with them. So those are the three things that can actually increase your hearts. But the fourth thing that you can do to increase your friendship with someone is open up one of their gifts. So if you happen to, if I happen to, let's just say I'm going to scroll down here. If I happen to bump into somebody where I want to work on the friendship, but they're not in the local area, this is troubling. I have to keep scrolling all the way down to the bottom to find someone I haven't, I don't have a heart yet. I know there's a few people here, but there are a few people I know that's not in this area, and I'll probably open up their boxes first. So basically, since a lot of these people, I put out a Facebook post, hey, will you be my friend? And they posted on there. So I have a bunch of verified 40 friends who took my code and put them on there and put it in, and now they're on my friends list. But I can't battle in a gym right now with them because they're in Las Vegas, or I can't battle in a raid with them because they're in Chicago, and I can't trade with them because they are in Boston. So yeah, so there's a lot of people that I won't be able to build my hearts up. But this is where you can accept 20 gifts a day. So some of these people, the only way I can build a friendship with them is opening up their gifts. So this is how I'm going to get one of these hearts right now. I'm going to pick somebody on this list where I know is not in the local area. A lot of these people I'm very familiar with because I posted it in my Facebook group and they added me. Oh, the X one is a good choice, but I'm pretty sure I got his heart for today. Oh wow, there's no gifts on here. Let me see here. I opened up some of these already today. There is no boxes here for me to open down here. So I'm going to go right back to the top. I don't recognize some of these names. I would like to open somebody who's not from this area. Goodness gracious. Scrolling through. I'm trying to recognize someone not from this area. I'm doing a terrible job at this. You know what? The lucky individual would be the top one that right before I hit a heart. Kujo Kaka. We'll do Kujo Kaka. So the minute I happen to open up this gift, I will actually get a heart on it. Now you don't have to accept every gift because you can always hit the X button and the gift will disappear. I'll do it just again right here. I can actually click on the gift or I'll click on the gift and it'll actually open up. If I choose open, it'll open it up and I'll get the rewards from it. Or I can actually just hit X and just skip it. I'll do that again, but since I can actually click on the gift and look at the Pokestop, that does not look like a Pokestop I'm familiar with. So since I know this person is not from this area, I'll just open it up. And this is, I believe I'm keeping a count today, gift number 2. When you see an error, it's probably a 7K egg that I can't get because I'm full on eggs. So yeah, the minute I open up a gift, I just got 1 heart. So if this person was near here, if I hit trade, I can actually trade with them, but Cuckoo Kaka is nowhere near here, so I can't trade with this individual. So I'll just leave the trading screen. I can send Kujo Kaka a gift. Now, this is where you have to be a little bit careful. You can send as many people gifts as possible. Now, when you're opening gifts, the best time to open gifts is, like I said, when I covered before, if at the end of the day, let's say at the beginning of the day, I happen to do a battle with Kujo Kaka. Oh wow, my game must be lagging because there should be a heart there. I'll close out and open up in a second. Actually, I should do that right now. I'll close out. I'll open it up, and I should have a heart for a Kujo Kaka. So I should have a heart for Kujo Kaka, and since Kujo Kaka is I know is not in Oklahoma City, because that is not a familiar Pokestop for me. I probably could have gotten a 7-kilometer egg out of it, and I got a bunch of stuff from it already. But I'm gonna go right back down to Kujo Kaka and try to find that heart. Did I just miss it? And of course, if you happen to gift somebody or somebody happens to gift you, they should be right here on top, because everyone who gifted you comes first. I believe next is people without gifts with hearts. There we go. I think hopefully sometime later there will be a filtering process, and I believe that's already in the code. So you can complain all you want about, hey, they should have a filter. Well, the filter is already in. They just have to flip the switch like they did today. I think today they did a little bit at a time and let the 40s in, then 38s, then 35s. So trading and friendship is now available. But one of the big things right now is if you happen, since Kujo Kaka I know is not in this area, I can't battle a gym with Kujo Kaka or battle in a raid or trade with the Kujo Kaka. So the best thing I can do is accept their gifts. So that's number 2 out of 20 gifts I can accept in a day. So now Kujo Kaka, I can slowly build a relationship with Kujo Kaka every single day just by accepting one of his gifts or he accepts one of mine. So that's how I can build a friendship with somebody that does not live in this area. So that's one thing right there. But since you're only limited to 200 friends, you would like to keep half and half friends. At least half your friends should be in your local area, so you can do battle in a gym, or you can battle in a raid, or do a trade, because that's one of those things where you definitely need friends in your local area instead of having just a bunch of friends not in your area. You won't get the battle bonus when you fight in a raid, or you won't get the battle bonus when you're fighting in a gym. So that's one of those big things. So if you have, like, let's just say probably 100 friends in your local area, you'll actually get the battle bonus and the trading bonus with being friends with that person. You can actually see it in a gym at that point. And the other 100 should be 100 or maybe at least 20 people outside your area. So when you accept a gift like this one here, I accepted one from someone in Panama right now. It comes up with the Pokestop from Panama, with the postcard, like you saw earlier, and the egg will be from that area. Now, you're wondering why, does it really matter where the egg's from? Yes, it is, because once you trade an egg, let's just say if you happen to not have any friends in your local area that does any traveling, let's say you're in a rural area, no one you know does traveling, you can take one of those eggs and trade it to someone locally. So I would take that Panama egg and trade it with any one of my friends here in Oklahoma City. And then I would actually get the distance, the difference in distance between Oklahoma City and Panama, and that's how you get extra. You get the kilometers here. Oh my goodness, the kilometers here for the pilot badge. So if I happen to trade that Panama, so difference between from here to Panama is probably, actually, hold on, computer, what's the distance between here and Panama? Computer, what's the distance between Oklahoma City and Panama?
Oklahoma City is 2,153.1 miles from Panama as the crow flies.
Computer, what's 2,200 miles in kilometers?
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
Computer, what's the number?
I didn't catch that.
Goodness gracious. Computer, how many kilometers is 2,000 miles?
2,000 miles is 3,219 kilometers.
So I would get about 3,000 kilometers by trading an egg from Panama here to Oklahoma City. And if you happen to, let's just say, live in California or San Diego, you would get probably more kilometers because California is much further to Panama than Oklahoma City. So that's one of the best ways to actually get up these numbers right here. A friend of mine here in Oklahoma City, she just came back from Japan, so she had a bunch of Japanese Pokemon, so she was trading it to me today. So I racked up 100,000 kilometers already. So that's one of the best ways to rack up this badge. But again, if you don't have friends that travels, then you can actually do that right there. Is pick up an egg from someone not in this area, and then trade this egg. It's going to be in a low-end Pokemon. It might be a Meowth and a couple duplicates, or just have a couple friends in France, or I call them now Pokepals in France or in Australia. And whenever you get a gift from every day, just at least open up their gift and not someone in your local area, since you can only open 20 a day. Open up their gift and you can actually get their egg. Like my buddy here, I believe he's in Brazil, so I'm gonna start opening up his boxes every single day, and at least I get an egg from Brazil, and I can actually and then trade whatever hatches out of that egg to add to my pilot badge, which again I need 1 million kilometers anyway. So that's one of the best ways to increase the numbers here. And since you can only do 100 trades a day, I would save my trades to increase the friendships of my friends and trade with them once a day. So almost everyone on this list, I can easily continue to build friendships without collecting their gifts, just by trading with them or battling a raid or battling a gym. And 9 times out of 10, if we're not in the same color in a raid, I'll just jump into a different team group just so I can get the friendships. If they don't have enough time to battle in a gym or battle in a raid, I'll just trade a Pokemon to them. If you happen to trade just a simple Pidgey or Rattata, it's only 100 Stardust, so it's not even much. So that's another easy thing. And since your friends who send you gifts go straight to the top, it's easier for me to just skim for my friends who sent me gifts that I don't collect. If I already collected somebody's gift, they'd actually go down to the bottom, and it's really hard to do trades with someone you already collected a gift for. Like right now, if I happen to go down and look for Kujo Kaka again, it's really difficult once you have 200 friends without the filter. So 1,000 trades, 1 million kilometers. And you actually really do get one special trade a day. So if you happen to trade with someone right here, you actually get to trade one special trade a day. And a special trade a day is either a shiny, a legendary, or a dex entry. that you don't have. Now, unknowns do count as dex entries. So if I happen to trade with somebody and let's just say if we happen to trade unknowns, it's not a big deal. But if we happen to trade, let's just say an E right here that I don't have, or a Z or an exclamation point that I don't have, it counts as a special trade. Anything not in your decks counts as a special trade. And unknowns you don't have counts as a special trade. And that would actually count as a 20,000 special trade. I believe it. I was trying to trade earlier today a shiny. One of my shiny Kyogres for a shiny Omanite that I don't have, and that special trade was 1 million Stardust. So there's something funky going on. I don't know if it was a legendary or it was a shiny that we were trading that I didn't have, but that was costing me 1 million to Stardust, and I declined the trade. But today somebody traded to me something really awesome. My friend Pirate Dragon 10, who traded to me, oh my gosh, while she was in Japan, a Volbeat. That costed me 20,000 in a trade, 20,000 Stardust in a trade. It's so awesome, but its IV is not 72. It's really strong, HP is impressive. I haven't IV checked it yet, but it came from Japan, and I'm pretty happy about it. But it did cost me 20,000 Stardust, and it costed her 20,000 Stardust as well. So you pay equally whether or not she had. I think I traded to her a Chansey, I believe. But at least she got a reroll Chansey. And if you happen to trade a Pokemon, you can't trade again. It only trades once. I can't trade this Pokemon to anybody else. But she traded it to me, and I think I might keep this because this is like my only one. So I'm kind of excited. Yeah. So if you happen to have the chance, and if you really want the gold medal right here that you have, I'm sorry, I have silver. It's 100 trades a day. So at least 10 days from now or 9 days from now, I'll actually hit 1,000 and get my first gold medal. But this one, I believe, somewhere within the 100 trades a day, I can trade a bunch of kilometers, and hopefully I get this about the same time that I get 1,000 raids. So the pilot badge and gentleman badge is still really easy. The badge here for becoming best friends with one trainer is bronze, 2 trainers, silver, and gold. But chances are by the time you get one, you'll probably get 3 because you'll be working on a bunch of friends at once. Now that you guys know how to increase your friendship with the trainers, that's the best way to do it. Let me see here. See if I covered anything else. When you interact with your friends, again, just to cover it again, if you happen to have local friends, don't accept their gifts. One of the best, again, accept gifts from friends from faraway lands. Even if it's in the United States, that's not outside your city, you can get some kilometers off of it. And if one of your friends happen to be in the city, just do a raid with them, do a trade with them, or battle in a gym with them. So it's real easy. And I really don't know what I'm gonna do now with 69 friends. I know all these people here. At some point, I'm gonna have to decide who to pick up. Hopefully, there's no one I know here that I need to pick up. But you can delete a friend. I'm about to do that in a second because I think I might want to add. I saw a name on here that I really wanted to add. Oh no, it's not on there. But you can actually check the status of your friends just by clicking on a name. I'll hit X, and you can actually see. Oh look, see, Poke going gone level 35. Don't know how that slipped in there, but a lot of these people you might not know if you happen to like post up your code in a Facebook post of some sort. If you also don't notice, if you have a yellow background like Susie Blocker here, I know she's Instinct. She has a yellow background in her profile. If it's a blue background, I'm pretty sure this is Mystic. So you can actually see your Mystic buddies, your Instinct buddies, and I'll go for the red background here with this Magikarp, Krago96. I'm pretty sure he's a Valor, just by looking in the background of his picture, and there you go, he's a Valor. So that's another quick way of finding somebody, is their profile picture, they're yellow, they're blue, they're red. If you happen to, one of the biggest things I try to tell people is try to have, don't just keep all Valors, because then when it comes time to battle in a raid with somebody and you need a Mystic or an Instinct, it helps out a lot, especially when they design the system to, when you get increased attack bonuses. People in rural areas now don't need a giant group, don't need to be a swoofer. You can actually battle in a gym with your best buddy, and you'll get ×3 each of you. So basically, the rumor is ×3 attack. So both of you can actually be fighting a raid battle it's considered 6 players. And right now, as of right now, most legendaries have been 2-manned and 3-man. So if there's 6 of you and you built a correct team, you can actually 2-man almost every legendary from now on. Today, I believe we did Regice with 7 people, but again, this is various teams. But now that if you happen to start becoming best friends with somebody, you can just duo any legendary. So of course, it takes 90 days before you can be best friends with somebody. So hopefully you might work on that and become best friends with somebody in 90 days. So yeah, it'd be great. Or you can drive around, do raids with your best friend and a couple people in the car that you're best friends with. So it makes everything so much simpler, even for rural players. But other than that, that should cover trades and best friends and best friends. Hopefully this helps everyone out. I try my best to come up with everything I did today, but not everything has been tested. Oh, by the way, if you guys don't know, a few people asked me in previous videos, what's the purpose of saving a legendary up here? Well, it's because, let's say I'm sitting at home or I'm having a difficult time throwing an excellent throw or making 3 curveball throws in a row. I would just open up a legendary, which usually has a really big circle, and I can easily throw an excellent ball. And wow, that just flew up. I can easily throw an excellent throw Alright, that's not even funny. I can easily throw an excellent ball at home and just hit the excellence, or instead of struggling to hit an excellent on a Pidgey or Rattata I bump into, I can easily click on my saved legendary, throw my excellent throw. Oh my goodness, I didn't do the catch glitch. And just run away. Or it would pop out, and then I don't have to catch it. I can just run away, collect my excellent, and this other one here is make 3 curveball throws in a row. I'll open up my Articuno again and just do 2 more curveball throws that hit. That's 1. Hopefully it doesn't stay in the ball, and I can do it again. That's 3 curveball throws in a row, and I didn't have, since the legendaries don't tend to stay in Pokeballs, I can just run away and still save it for later. Open up my quest, run away, and that just keeps stockpiling in my keep stacking Pokemon, and I'll still have my my legendary Articuno up here in my reward box. Now again, I can hold a legendary in a box for 7 days, and it still collects the stamps behind it. I believe I have 5 or 6 stamps behind it right now. But you know what? I'll just catch it right now just to show you that you can stack stamps behind legendary. So I've kept this legendary, I believe, for the past 5 days already. So I'll just catch this legendary right now to show you I still have stamps behind there. And the next legendary stamp I get, I'm just going to keep him for another 7 days. Just so I always have a legendary to throw excellent balls on or curve balls on really quickly. Just so I can just complete the quest and move on and keep getting more quests. More research quests. Articuno. And then open it up. Ta-da! So midnight tonight, I'll have another stamp, and I'll just keep that Articuno right there for the rest of the day. Now, one more thing. If you happen to trade one Pokemon for another, it does look at where the Pokemon came from. This is Oklahoma City. Now, there are a couple research quests that you happen to open up, and it does not have a location tag on it. You will not get any distance or any extra berries or any extra candy for it or kilometers for your badge. So please watch out when you trade a Pokemon that came from research, because some Pokemon before today that came from research does not have a location tag. For example, it will look like this, without a location tag on the bottom. So when you try to trade that Pokemon, you will not get any kilometers for it. So if I think I did it today. I traded actually I did do it today. I traded a Pokemon from here, and someone had a Pokemon from Wisconsin, and sadly enough, I lost the distance on it because I traded them a research Pokemon. So that's a big no-no. And you also can't trade any shiny Pokemon. You can't trade any favorite Pokemon either. So earlier today, there's a bunch of favorited Pokemon that I tried to trade, but it wouldn't come up on my trade list because it was favorited. So if you happen to have Pokemon right now, please go through it. Take off the favorite, because if it's favorited, it won't trade at all. It won't pop up. So you have to go out of the screen, unfavorite it, go back out, go back in, and go back into the trade chain. It takes up so much time. So right now, if you have time, find out the Pokemon that you're willing to trade, because there's going to be stuff you're not willing to trade. And then unfavorite it, mark it as trade. So if you happen to trade a Pokemon, now it's already ready for trade, and I already know it has Oklahoma City on it. If it's a special Pokemon from elsewhere, like this one, this one came from, I'll mark it, Santa Rosa, New Mexico. And another thing, if the Pokemon happens to be extra large Magikarp or a small Rattata, if you happen to trade it to somebody, it actually does count towards the badge. So if I happen to trade this extra large Pokemon, they'll actually get the distance from Oklahoma City to New Mexico. They'll also get a +1 for their large Magikarp. And another thing, if you happen to trade a small Rattata, it'll count towards their small Rattata count. If you happen to trade a Pikachu, it will count towards the Pikachu badge. So if you happen to trade a large Magikarp, it'll go to that badge. If you happen to trade a tiny Rattata, it'll go to that badge. And if you happen to trade a Pikachu, it'll go to that badge. So it's no different than a hatch Pokemon or a Pokemon caught in the wild, though it's extra large, small, or a Pikachu. So it does count towards the badges. I hope I covered everything for friendship and trading that I discovered tonight, and that should be almost everything. Just be careful. Again, just be really careful on how many boxes you accept. Just remember, accept boxes from people outside this area so you can actually get the 7K eggs, and then hatch them, and then just trade these away to your friends, because chances are they have Pokemon. So the best way to trade is not a Panama Pokemon for a Panama Pokemon. You want to do two separate trades. One is a Panama Pokemon for your local area, and then, or a Pokemon outside the area. So you'll do two trades. One is I'll trade this one to someone here in Oklahoma City, and hopefully they have some Pokemon from, let's say, Australia, and I'll trade one from Oklahoma City, so I get double the, or twice the kilometers. If I traded a Pokemon from Panama with someone who's trading one from Australia, the distance that we both would get is from Panama to Australia, and not from Panama to Oklahoma City, and then from Australia to Oklahoma City. So it's kind of wasted just trading two distance Pokemon. Earlier tonight, I was talking to a friend of mine. She traded a Mr. Mime for a Kangaskhan. And basically, they did one special trade, so they didn't have to do two separate ones, because you're going to have one special trade a day. But what was lost was Kangaskhan was from Australia, and the Mr. Mime was from Europe. I think she got like 16,000 or 10,000 kilometers. It was 12,000 kilometers. It was really nice and all, but she could have gotten the 10,000 all the way. The 12,000 all the way here to the U.S. and then get the other 10,000 from. So she could have gotten 20,000 instead of just 12. So yeah, that's basically it. Just try your best to just trade away your 7k eggs that you hatch. Now, don't trade away a 7k egg to someone who hasn't hatched, let's just say, an Alolan Meowth, because that would cost them extra Stardust. Just trade it to, let's say you hatch a bunch of Alolan Meowths and somebody hatches a bunch of Alolan Meowths not from the area. Just trade to each other, it'll cost 100. But if it's a new Dex entry, it will cost you. A new Dex entry, I believe, costed me today 20,000 Stardust. So it would best for you to avoid that. But otherwise, thank you very much. This is only one link from Oklahoma City, and I'm gonna leave you guys off with 57,820 Magikarp candy. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.